myself, not a care in the world. This is a life, just me, myself, and I am watching the clouds up in the sky, all but laughing out loud. I'm telling you why I'm living the life, just me, myself, and I used to think.
Hello, my name is Artistic Gregory, and I'm here to go into the artist of Gregory. We're gonna go into the video, and it's gonna be Gregory. All right, here we go. Wanted to sit down and make a video today because I've been dealing with something that I haven't at all really until this point, which is there's a part of me that feels like it would be easier to quit and spend time with my family and maybe try to do something else or whatever. But it's a crazy feeling because I haven't had that at all until today, really. For some reason, I kind of woke up feeling that way. But man, let me say right now, before I get deeper into this topic, I am not fucking quitting. I am not slowing down. I am not straying from what I have been doing. I am going to keep fucking doing this because I love it and because I really don't see any other option that doesn't require a complete sacrifice of who I am. So we're here, we're doing this, we're staying forever, 150 years from now, I don't care. Oh, I left my red out overnight and it completely dried out. Luckily I have a new one, but you gotta hate wasting paint. It's not cheap. Okay, so what I'm dealing with right here is I have the original structure that you guys saw built up until this point, and then I did background. Going until now, you probably saw me get quite a ways in a background and then completely white and then start over again. That's because I did some spray paint to sort of bring depth to this figure, and I had overspray on accident. So I completely started over again because I did not want to compromise on it. And it's not completely done yet either. I'm thinking we're probably gonna do a white wash. I don't know yet. That's kind of what I'm thinking at this point in time, but plans change as figures change. You have to play against the background with the figure, and then you have to play against the figure with the background and weave them both together. My name is John Partuga, and I support this message. Green Bay Packer. Okay, I'm gonna listen to some Billie Holiday, and then I'm just gonna work on painting this. And then I might say stuff into the microphone occasionally. Time-lapse mode, go. Boom. Man, so I recently got a critique about my work, which is that my midtones tend to get muddy and not detailed enough, and that was so hard to hear, dude. That one just was oof. I found myself immediately getting kind of defensive about it. But then I thought, why am I getting defensive about this? Is it because it's true? And then I looked at some of my work and I realized that it was most definitely true. Those, it's a slight blow to the ego, but more important than that, it's a direction to work in. It's something to improve upon. I think the reason why it was so hard to hear is because there's certain things that I am currently working on that I am aware that I can improve on. And I have ways to improve upon it, but I have no idea how to improve that right now because all of my color choices are completely instinctual. And so how do I go about improving the midtones without losing the spontaneity and the truth behind what I'm doing? I don't know yet. I'm gonna be working on that probably in the coming weeks. You'll probably see that in the paintings that come out. But yeah, that's something that I am working on now. If you have any sweet tips, leave them in the comments. Something I'm trying to get better at currently is, am I doing a paint stroke because I'm in a groove and I'm just wanting to do more paint strokes, or am I doing it because it needs to happen? That's a hard distinction to make when you operate off of groove. I think you can start to see why I'm having this ego crisis right now. Realizing that a lot of your original ways that you've approached things have fundamental flaws in them that you're gonna have to solve. That's also why you may have noticed I am spending a lot more time per piece now than I used to, trying to dig as deep as I can into each thing to extract any lessons that I possibly can. I am honestly quite grateful that I'm seeing all this stuff now, because it gives me stuff to improve upon. It's just, I don't know, it's a lifelong pursuit, and I started 13 months ago or something like that, so it's a long time to solve this. It's not like it's a race. Like, yes, you have to have intent, and you have to be willing to work hard for what you want and to improve, and you have to be ruthless with yourself, which is hard sometimes. But also, we're just painting, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, I ruined this yellow paint. Usually I don't fully ruin it by going different colors. This one is fully ruined. You ever try using your paintbrush handle for painting? That creates a unique effect. For some reason, I'm getting like hardcore nostalgia about playing Paperboy on the original Game Boy. Yeah, I like that. It's coming together. Damn, that ruined the paint saved our life today. I gotta put this in the paint water backwards. I guess I didn't really have to put it in the paint water. I could just let it dry and then peeled it off and had a very satisfying 2 minutes. What a lass. Well, I know there hasn't been a humongous change from the very beginning of the video, but it has shifted the energy of the painting and brought us much closer to completion. Not in that way, you sicko. Anyways. Hello, my friends. I'm actually coming to you the following morning after I just recorded that last portion of the video. I had like a pretty big realization just from, I was watching the Therapy Gecko, and I'll just jump right into it, which is that why do I need to overcomplicate it so much when in reality I work as an artist? Part of that job is that you don't get inherently and immediately paid from your results, but you show up to work anyways. If you look at it just not like trying to glamorize it as like, oh, it's this painter thing, it's being an artist, whatever the fuck you want to say, like to romanticize it. Just looking at it like, this is my fucking job and I'm gonna be a professional and I'm gonna show up and I'm going to do what I do regardless of anything else. When I frame it as that, in my own mind at least, it feels like so much less pressure. It becomes less about achieving some abstract goal and more about just simply showing up to do your job every day. I hope that didn't come off as overly calloused at all, because I do absolutely love doing this, and it is absolutely my personal expression and who I am as a person. And I think there's like a level of inauthenticity that often comes with looking at something like a profession. But I think that two things can be true in that it is a profession to show up and simply not overthink, just do your best at, and then show up every single day. And it's also real, honest, personal expression. As always, the truth is not simple and boiling down to one statement. But that's all I had to really talk to you guys about this morning. It's very early, but that just sort of like hit me like a fucking wall of bricks this morning, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it and share it with you. Hopefully you find that interesting. I will see you next week. Goodbye now.